guys, welcome back to Blog Fix Friday. I'm Abby from You Baby Me Mummy, and Blog Fix Friday is where I share a quick blogging tip or trick that will hopefully make your blogging life easier. I'm just going to move my tripod a tiny little bit, there we go. So this week was a question, and now I can't remember who asked me, so that's not great, but it's a question sent to me by a member, I think, of my Mum Boss Squad Facebook group. So and it might have been Carolyn, and she asked me to explain a little bit more about SEO and how to make sure your posts are SEO'd properly. And so I thought I'll do that this week. So I have written a post on it, but I thought I will give the people what they want and share a vlog on the subject. So I've got notes because I can't remember all this. So SEO is search engine optimization, and all that means is that you want your post to be found by Google. So when someone types in something, you want Google to show them your post if it's relevant to what they've typed in. With me so far? So if somebody types in something and it is relevant to your post, but you haven't told Google that's what your post is about, then they won't show it to the people. And if you don't SEO any of your posts, it's just kind of luck that people actually find them. It's not really anything else. So how you SEO your post, how you make sure it's optimized for search engines. The first thing you would do, and the first thing I would recommend anyone does, is install a plugin. So if you're on WordPress, install the most popular one, I think, is Yoast, Y-O-A-S-T. And that's a free plugin. There's probably a paid for version that soups it up, but the free one is absolutely fine. And Yoast will literally walk you through how to make that post. So you type your post in like normal, and then you look at the side, and if there's 2 green ticks, you are good to go. If there's not, then you need to look at the bottom and figure out how you make the ticks go green, and it will literally spell it out for you. So there's a readability tab, and the other tab is the sort of technical tab in terms of your headers and whether you've got the right amount of keywords and that kind of thing. So you go through the readability one if that's not got a green tick, and it might say things like your sentences are too long, you started 3 sentences consecutively with the same word, try making it more variety. It might say you haven't, it will point out your kind of the errors in your writing style to make it more readable. Because obviously Google want to serve people the best content. They don't want people just searching for something and getting a load of rubbish. So then you can go on to the second tab, which will explain, oh, you haven't used any larger headers, or you haven't used any headers at all, or your keyword density is low. And then you can then adjust that and tweak that, and then press save again, and update your draft and see whether you can change the ticks to both green. So keywords, that goes on to talking about the title of your blog post really. So when I first started, I remember thinking, oh, I want to have like sort of obscure titles or funny titles, but no one's searching for that. So unless they've got your keyword in them, then no one's searching for that. So how you find the keywords is go into something like, there's Google AdWords keyword tool, or there's another one I found that was keywordtool.io, and that's got a Google tab and a YouTube tab, so you can pick which one's relevant to you. And you put in like setting up a blog, and it will give you the keywords that people have searched to find that in that topic. So it might be, steps to set up a blog, or how to set up a blog, and it'll give you the ranks, sort of which ones are searched most, which ones. And what you kind of want to do is you want to get the ones that are medium, because you don't want to compete with the ones that are, get the terms that have loads of people they're going to be competing for. So I always try and go in the middle and use the keywords that are kind of, average. So that's what I'd advise. There's also a wordstream.com that I've never used, but I found that one as well, just in case that was a useful thing to use. So you can even just use Google itself and type in the topic that you want to do a post on, and then it will bring up what people are searching for. You know, it finishes it for you, doesn't it? So that's basically all keyword planning is. It's finding those areas that are the things that people are typing into Google, and you then match them with your post, so that you then use those specific terms in your header, in your title, in your headers, frequently through your post, but without doing it too much that it sounds unnatural. So the content, that's what I was going to say, the content, make sure that you put the keywords in a natural style, so you don't want it sounding like you've jammed loads of keywords in, because again, Google want when the bots are scanning your post, they want it to be a natural post that they're recommending to someone. They don't want it to be obviously just, you know, keyword stuffed. But Yoast will tell you that. It will tell you whether you need a longer title, a shorter title, more words in your copy, etc. So quite a lot of people, there's quite a lot of chat about how long posts should be, and people seem to think that they should be over 400 words, and I think Yoast says over 300 and it'll give you a tick, but there's been some research that shows the posts that are shared most are posts around 1500 words. So that seems like it's massive, but actually some of my big blogging tips ones are about that, if not more, and that just proves it's a real good quality long piece of content. And if someone reads content like that, they're going to think usually think it's of more value, so they're more inclined to share it with their friends, because it's like, look at this really good piece of content about anything. It could be, you know, anything that you blog about. It doesn't have to be what I blog about, but they're sharing it with their audience, with their friends, because it looks like an authoritative piece, because it's big and someone's put lots of effort into it. And because also then Google are looking at your social shares as well. They're not just looking at your blog post, they're looking at everything that has your URL associated with it and your handle associated with it. So if your blog post has loads and loads of shares, Google know that, and then they're going to realise that your post is more of an authority and your blog is reliable and trusted and all of those things, and then they'll share it to more people. So that's what you want. That's when Google have, you know, when you type something in and it has the first post, the second post, the third post, etc. down the list, you want to be at the top, but Google will only show the top, it'll only put you at the top if it thinks you're the best source of information for that specific topic. So the length of post is really important. It's not to say all of them have to be that, but just don't always think that short and snappy is the way forward, because it's not. It depends what you're talking about. Sometimes it is better to have a few shorter posts on a series, but sometimes it's better to have that really big piece of content. It depends to some degree on your readers and what they like. Another thing is put your text before your image. So put when the bots scan your post, they scan the first 100 words, and you want to make sure those 100 words include your keywords. Even if you tag your picture with your keywords, the bots will scan the code of the picture, so it will include a load of code before the keywords, so you're not getting the maximum benefit. So what you should do is have one paragraph that includes your keywords, there's about 100 words, then put the picture, then put the rest of the copy. And that's probably against what quite a lot of people do, but that is the best way to SEO your posts in terms of image and content. So make sure your image has a relevant title, and that your alt text is the relevant thing as well. So including your keyword but a description of what your picture is. Anchor text. So the text that you link to, so the text you link from rather. So people put, for more information, click on this post, but nobody's searching this post. So really the bit that you link from to somewhere else should be relevant to your keywords, and that will then improve it even more to the search engines. Link in your post to other posts. So Google loves this. It loves you linking. It makes you seem that you're an authority and that you have lots of other posts on the same topic which it likes. And so if you've written a post, you know, part A or part B, or even a year ago you wrote a post on a similar topic or something you can link to, make sure that your posts include those links forward and back. And you can also go to an old post and include newer posts, so you can link both ways. Take the time to build relevant backlinks, so go into other blogs and comment. I know there are no follow links, but they're still important in terms of there's still links on the internet that are from your blog, so they're still important. It still proves that you're not like a spammer, just that you have that engagement within your community. And optimize your theme, so make sure your theme's all updated, make sure there's no plugins that need updating, make sure you have no broken links, and the bots don't just go around your posts, they go through your blog, so you want to make sure they can get through your blog into all of the posts without hitting like a roadblock. So making sure you've got no broken links and all that kind of thing is really, really important as well. Make sure it's updated regularly. So post regularly. You don't have to post every day, but they like a website that has fresh content. So even if you post 3 times a week, make sure you do post 3 times a week, so that they see that it's being updated and they see that it's an active website. That's really important. And I think, yeah, make sure that your blog, that you try to really value the readers that are returning readers. Again, Google loves people that come back to your blog. It makes it seem like it's an authority, it's a trusted blog, and they love that. So really nurture. Don't go, I always say this, don't go to the viral posts, because they're like flash in the pan. And although everyone probably wants a viral post, quite often it doesn't last. The people have come to read that one post and they go away again and they're not engaged with you. So really work hard on building your community and taking the time to kind of respond to comments where you can. That's so hard to have the time to do it, but if someone asks you a specific question, try and respond to them so that they feel valued and they come back. And then every time they come back, Google like that. So you're also nurturing your community and helping people, but you're also pleasing Google at the same time. What can go, you know, there's nothing better than pleasing Google. So another thing, you could do a series of posts that would encourage people to come back in the first instance as well. So that's another good idea. And reduce your bounce rate. So anything that makes your blog sticky. I've got a couple of posts on sticky. Making your blog sticky just means make them stay on. So if someone comes onto one post, doesn't mean that they come on, they hate your blog and they go right off. It means they come on, they read one post and then they go away, which actually is probably quite a lot of people's traffic, because we promote on social media and we promote that one post. So people click on that post, they read it and they often go away. You need to have a really strong blog to make someone notice something else and click somewhere else. But if your bounce rate is low, again, Google think, oh, that's an authority, that's a trusted website, people like that because they spend more time on that site, will increase that, will put that person up the search engine rankings higher, because we believe that they're a good source of information. So that is quite a long, rambly, you can't do SEO in under 5 minutes, it's impossible. So I hope that's helped you realise a little bit more about how to make sure your posts are SEO'd properly, and I hope that it increases your traffic lots. I'll be back soon with more Blog Fix Friday, and until then, have a good time. Bye!